Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Pay, the Dazzling Diva. I'm a part-time reseller on sites such as Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And what I have for you today is I'm going to go over the new eBay changes for their general ads that they're doing, your promoted listings. And because I've been hearing a lot about it and I didn't know if it was going to be as bad as people were saying, or maybe they read a little bit more into it than what it was. So I wanted to research for myself because I heard a couple of different things in the beginning and I researched it and it doesn't seem like it's going to be very good. So join me and let me know what you think. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's look into it. So we're going to start with looking at what eBay has on their actual site, and then I'm going to go to a Reddit thread that I saw that explains it pretty well with some examples, and then we're going to look at both of those things. And I'm also going to show you another thing that is not really, a lot of people aren't really focusing on, but I think that is a bigger deal than what this general campaign thing is. But it says starting January 13, 2026, items listed on ebay.com, eBay Canada, other sites, and promoted with a general campaign strategy, we use the following attribution definition when reporting sales and charging ad fees. An attributed sale will be when any buyer purchases a promoted item within 30 days of any click on the ad, regardless of whether the buyer themselves click on the ad or not. I'm adding that or not. The item must be promoted at the time of click and the time of the sale. The seller will be charged the ad rate at the time of the sale. This update will simplify campaign reporting, which many sellers have requested for greater ease of use and clarity. I love how they make it sound like it is, they're just helping us out to be, have more clarity. While allowing you to maintain control over your spend, you continue to only pay when your item sells. They make sure to put that in bold. As with any update, we recommend you monitor ad performance and adjust your strategy accordingly. Okay, and so on to the thread. This is what the thread says. They say, they go over the first part and then it says, under the new rule, if anyone clicks your promoted listing within 30 days and anyone else buys that same item, you'll still pay the ad fee, even if the buyer never saw an ad. The item just needs to be promoted both when it was clicked and when it sold. eBay's logic, they say promoted listings increase overall visibility, not just for one buyer. So if that extra exposure helped lead to a later sale, they should get credit. The problem, that means sellers are now being charged for sales they didn't actually get through the ad. Example, one shopper clicks your ad, doesn't buy. A week later, another shopper finds your listing organically and still pays your percentage fee that you have. For most of us who promote minimally, this effectively becomes an extra platform fee on nearly every sale. It's no longer paid per performance, it's paid for participation. Real impact, if eBay already takes around 13 to 14% total, this change pushes many sellers close to 16 to 70%. This is a big hit for small and medium sellers, especially those with tight margins or liquidated inventory. And because the attribution covers any buyer, there's no way to tell which sales actually came from ads. So they're saying over here, they're saying, as with any update, we recommend you monitor your ad performance, but there's no way for you to monitor the ad performance because you do not know if they're actually clicking on your ad, and it actually doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they're clicking on your ad or not. You're going to get charged a fee, in my opinion, even though they say the person has to click on the ad and then it sells later. Someone buys it after the ad's been clicked. Like, how do you know? Like, how do you know that someone actually clicked on the ad? Like, I'm not saying they're purposely out here to just scam people. Like, they're just going to have it blanketed that you're just going to get charged a fee no matter what, but there's no way for me to know that. Because there's not a click and then somebody purchasing your ad that clicked on it, there's really no way to know really what's going on. I don't think that this is very transparent. There's no way to keep up with whether or not it is actually beneficial to you for you to still do promoted listings, because just because it got sold through promoted listings, you don't know if they actually saw your promoted listings. They could have seen a Google ad. They could have, if you do videos, or if you're on TikTok, or if you're on another social media, they could have come to you from there, or just organically, just through search, and you will not know that. And all someone has to do is click on your ad like one time. And then for the rest of the 30-day period, is like puts a little timer on your listing. And I think that that is another incentive for, like, even if you are going to do promoted listings, to me, because it stays for the 30 days. I think that's a good reason to do like in and sell similar, like every 30 days, because let's just say there's not a glitch in the system and it stays on for longer than 30 days. You know what I mean? If you relist your item, then that's going to reset the timer at that point. And someone else would have to click on it to get sold through the promoted listings. But I mean, it's just, and to add insult to injury, in my opinion, if you scroll up, this is the biggest thing to me, at least. Let me know what you think. If you look, I just pretended that I was going to create a new listing. When you go all the way down, there are actually two different promotions. You can do the general, which is what we just went over, but you can also do a priority. And the priority has preferential ranking and ad placements across eBay. It's a pay-per-click, only pay-per-clicks on your ads, multiply sales on multi-quantity listings, especially useful in highly competitive categories. So, and when you go to what they're saying about what they're doing with these priority campaigns, it says, starting January 13th, 2026, we're upgrading the priority strategy experience. Campaigns using a priority strategy for items listed on the following platforms will get exclusive access to the first ad slot at the top of eBay search results. This means that only priority listings will be eligible to show up in the top most visible positions. With more visibility, your items should have a better chance of selling. So even if you're doing the other general ad campaign, you will never be on top, because priority listings will be, with the pay-per-click ads, will be showing before your ads. It says, we first introduced a priority campaign strategy to help sellers reach more buyers and sell their items faster by providing priority access to high visibility ad placements and advanced controls for increasing sales velocity. Over the past year, we've launched new features like AI-powered keyword guidance, smart targeting, and trend-based campaigns. Now with this upgrade, a priority strategy provides exclusive access to the first ad slot positions in search results, helping you drive greater visibility for your listings and generate more sales. This also means campaigns that use a general strategy will no longer be eligible to show ads in the first ad slot position in search results. We'll continue investing in a priority strategy to ensure you have access to premium ad placement and can increase sales velocity with greater efficiency. If you're already using priority campaigns, your ads will automatically be eligible to show in the first ad slot position at the top of search results. So to me, this is like, why even bother with the general ad campaign? Because they are going to, and how many priority listings are they going to show before they show the general? Like what number, what percentage, like, does it even make any sense at that point to do the general promotion? So what I am doing is, as I'm doing my end and sell similar, I am taking out the ads. And I have seen where some people theorize that there have been some people that have like two different stores and they play around with it and they took out the promoted and they saw their sales like kind of stop. And I have noticed that when I don't, because I have a 5% sale on my stores at all times. And I have noticed that when my sales are dead, I can always like go in my store and see that my sale has ended and I didn't renew it. And I try to do like Monday through Friday and then the weekend, and sometimes I forget to turn the sale back on. And eBay does seem to not like when I stop the sale. So we shall see if taking out the promoted listings, hurts my sales. If it does, I may do promote listing again, but it won't be over like 2%. Like it won't be like a high percentage. It'll be just enough to show that I'm playing their game, because these sites like for you to play their little game. But I just think that it's really, really unfair that they are charging you when they're not doing the work. Like, just because you're promoting my listings, you didn't promote my listing to this person. So why should you get revenue from this person buying my ad when it didn't come from you? It could come from something else that I'm doing, from the social medias that I'm on. So why am I paying you when you're not the person that, the platform that bought the person to me? It's not like we're not paying eBay enough fees. They're fine. They're not hurting for cash over here. With everything that they're charging. Why they felt the need to do this is just beyond me. So for right now, I am taking them off slowly. But let me know what you're going to do. Have you stopped? Have you never did it? What are your plans to combat this? Leave the comment down below. If you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know you like these types of videos. I also do what sold and some ship with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.